Hello everyone and welcome to another reaction video on this channel. Very happy and glad to have you with me. So before we start, if you're enjoying these videos, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button, so that subscribe button, so that you get the notifications of any new videos. So really appreciate it if you enjoy my content, and yeah, thank you in advance for the support. All right, so today, as you can see, I have the acoustic guitar with me. I don't have the electric guitar, maybe next time. But I have the acoustic guitar at least, so we'll try to analyze the song I'm gonna be reacting to. Maybe try to see which key they're in, try to see which chords they're playing, transitions and all that. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna be reacting to a power metal song, and by a Swedish power metal band called Majestica. Now, I've heard of this band. I know they exist, and I know about their frontman, so the guitarist and the lead singer, whose name is Tommy Rangseed. I think his real name is Tommy Johansson, but his stage name is Rangseed, and it's also the name of his, I'm not sure if it was his first band, but his other band for which he's known for. I think he's also the guitarist for Sabaton. I think he not recently, but not a very long time ago, maybe a few years back, he joined Sabaton as the guitarist. And I've seen Sabaton live at least once, and I think he was on the guitars. That was a few years back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm checking now Sabaton's lineup actually. Oh, he left Sabaton. Okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, he joined in 2016. Exactly. That was, yeah, maybe I saw them maybe 2018. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was during that time, so it makes sense he was there. So he left in 2024. Okay. Yeah, but going back to the topic at hand, so we're going to react to his more recent band called Majesty, which was formed in 2019. And I'm familiar with their first debut album, Above the Sky. I don't remember any song. I know it was power metal-y. I know it was like fast-paced power metal, European power metal. I know it was solid. And also by looking at the reviews, it has solid ratings and reviews. And I remember enjoying it. But I don't remember any standout track. Maybe there is. I have to revisit it. I've went through it when it was released, actually, back then, once. And I haven't got back to it. So maybe in the future I'll do some reactions. If you have any recommendations, any favorite songs from Above the Sky, their debut album, let me know. Maybe I'll react to it, because I don't remember any songs, so it'll be like a first time reaction. The only thing I would know is what genre to expect, what type of music. So also speaking about the music, because I'm aware a bit about Rangseed, I know that Tommy plays like this kind of fast technical power metal, maybe neoclassical, a little bit like Ingrid Malmsteen, maybe Stratovarius, something like that. So I can imagine what the style would be, but I haven't heard anything from their most recent release, Power Train. And I'm gonna react to a song from their latest album, Power Train, released in 2025. I'm gonna react to the title track, which seems to be the first single they released 5 months ago. It was released on November 6, 2024. Okay, so I'm really excited because just very quickly before we dive into the song, I want to talk about power metal. I understand people have different opinions, people have different tastes in music, and even within the metal genre. A lot of people don't like power metal, other people don't like death metal, and so forth. So my opinion is, in all genres you can find good songs. But yes, some genres overall can appeal to you more. For example, clean vocals appeal to me more than growling vocals. But that doesn't mean I cannot enjoy songs with growling vocals. I like quite a few songs with growling vocals. But power metal is one of my favorite genres. And I've said that before. And I think sometimes it's not misunderstood, but maybe written off as cliche, cheesy, generic, repetitive. And I understand the market has been saturated with power metal bands all over the place. You know, power metal started with in the mid 80s, late 80s. Of course, you would know Halloween were one of the bands that pioneered power metal as a genre. But yeah, I mean, the elements of power metal started, I think, maybe a bit earlier with different bands. We're not going to go into that now. But long story short, although each genre has generic songs or repetitive, or yeah, I've heard that has been done, but I think, in my opinion, the best bands in power metal, the famous bands and their most famous albums, is some of the best music that I've ever heard in my life, and some of my favorite music to date. Now, I also can say sometimes I listen to some new power metal bands, even famous power metal bands that have released new albums, and I say, okay, I've heard that, that's not so interesting. So it's normal, I think. That happens in all genres. So we'll see what Majestica have brought to the table. Really looking forward. As I said, I love power metal, and I think everyone should give any genre, any band a chance at least, and not have, judgments in advance. Like, okay, this is generic. No, I don't. I hate power metal, because I really think power metal musicians are very technical. In general, of course, there are exceptions, but usually they're technical, they're precise, and the music is very structured. You can usually hear what's happening, and any mistake will stand out. And I don't want to compare, but let's say in a more noisy genre, those things are not so important. But in power metal, you really have to know what you're doing, at least to be famous and to stand out. Great. So without further ado, let's dive in to Power Train by Majestica. I'll be pausing the song here and there when there's something I want to comment on. Maybe also I'll try to see what they're playing on the guitar. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, so hope you enjoy this ride with me. And I have for power metal fans, Angra pick here, which I got from a concert as well. Angra concert I've been to a few years back. So yeah, also power metal pick. All right, let's do this. And that's Tommy. First time. Let me stop it now. Anthemic, really epic start, typical of the power metal genre. Let's see what key they're in. Okay, so my guitar has standard tuning, so E, A, D, G, B, E, 6-string acoustic guitar, so seems to be there. Maybe D minor. I'm not sure. We'll see, but that's what it seems. Let's continue. Seems to be indeed. Nice chorus. Okay, let's stop. Something is coming. Maybe a solo or some breakdown. So, okay, seems they're in D. The vocals are very nice. I love operatic vocals. Of course, not when they're overly done. Sometimes it's too much. But in general, I love these types of vocals. It's one of my favorite styles of vocals. So for me, this is my cup of tea. But I understand for some people it might not be the thing. But great vocals. So of course you can have operatic vocals or high-pitched, high-range vocals, but they're not good. But here they're really good. And I remember his vocals were good, but this proves it again. Very nice, clean, crystal clean vocals. I wonder why I don't see him. Maybe he does some contributions with other bands or he features on some albums, but I don't remember any. So like, you know, Arion, Avantasia, to mention a few. So I wonder why he's not there. I think he would do a great job with those projects. But anyway, I'm loving the vocals. The song, yeah, it's nice. Nothing so special, but it's nice. Like for now, I would say I would re-listen to it. Not bad at all. It's good, but nothing like stands out so much. And maybe one more thing before we continue. You can see like the power metal style, it's more alternate riffing, alternate picking during the riffing. So it's like something like this. So you see this is typical of the power metal. Of course, it can be faster depending on the tempo. I think this is the tempo they're playing there. Not so fast, but it can be like... So yeah, yeah, I like the chords, how they change, and so far my favorite part is the vocals of the chorus and the vocal, like the vocal melodies, very nice. Great, let's continue. Let's see what the band has in store for us. Bass.
Hello and welcome aboard the Power Train. This train.
Yeah, it seems the bass is playing on D as well, which is the root key, but the bass's strings are more thick, so you hear that thick, beautiful, thick bass tone.
Hello and welcome aboard the Power Train. This train will take you to your destination at the speed of light. Food and drinks will be
Some cool solos in the background. Nice, I like this part. Let's rewind it, but before, there were some really cool solos going in the background. Some maybe 3-string sweeps. Maybe something like this. Let's re-listen to it. But also in a very small section, the bass was doing the same thing. That was really nice. Let's rewind it and re-listen to it.
destination at the speed of light. Food and drinks will be available to purchase. And remember, keep your arms and your legs inside the power train, otherwise you might get stuck in a time warp. Okay, we don't want that to happen again. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, enjoy the ride.
That was the part where the bass was playing. Nice. I'll just rewind one more time. There was nice chord progression there. Let's just go back to that one. This.
We don't want that to happen again. No,
this one. Maybe something like that. E, F, C, maybe. That sounds nice. Tapping. Double kick drum. Big thanks to some names, which I don't know. Guess maybe the crew. Yeah, the vocals are really nice. So the standout thing here, the guitars are great, the riffs are nice, the solos are technical, not ordinarily technical or hard, and that's not a criteria anyway for a song to be good. But yeah, they're not easy as well. But the vocals are nice, and yeah, I love the range. So, and towards the end, I think they pushed it higher, and Tommy was doing those very high lines, high vocal lines, which is like cool. Not sure if I can do them now, but you know, you have to go up with your range and octave. So na, you know, na na na. So you can sing like na 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 na, you know. And of course, sometimes singers use falsettos. So something like, I would say, the second voice. You know, not so good now, but trying. But yeah, like, you know, but I think what Tommy was doing was really going up with his voice and up the range, which is the harder thing to do. And yeah, it sounds really good. So yeah, we haven't checked the lyrics, so maybe we can go through them really quick. Light up the cabin as we're going through the ride of your life. The rhythm of the track sings a lullaby as the world passes by. That's the verse. Pre-chorus, full speed of power as we go through the night, through space and through time with glorious view in sight. We'll all sing the anthem together. Chorus, on a train rolling down the tracks through the town, adventures await, there's no turning back. Through landscapes and songs we will speed along, a train ride where memories belong. This glory we feel as we go through the night, shifting the gear, maximum gain, made of iron and steel going with the speed of light. This is the power train. Don't worry, my friend, verse 2. Don't worry, my friend, the train is safe as the band entertains. We're going off rail just like a crazy train. Okay, so going through the lyrics, it seems this is like an anthemic song about them playing metal music, touring, full speed of power as you go through the night, through space and through time with a glorious view inside. Let's all sing the anthem together. It seems like an anthemic song for fans to sing along or in concerts when they're playing it. Yeah, it seems like, as you can notice, power metal has usually those an epic way to describe things, even if those things are not so epic, but they describe it in a very epic way. So like this glory, the word glory appears a lot since the 80s in power metal songs. So this glory we feel as we go through the night, shifting the gear, maximum, made of iron, made of steel. Again, repeats a lot in many power metal songs, even heavy metal. yeah, going with the speed of light. This is the Power Train. So epic, typical of the genre, but nice. I like it personally. Yeah, nothing groundbreaking here. And again, I said this in the previous reaction. Not every album can be groundbreaking or legendary, but yeah, it's always good to try your best. So I'm not giving an excuse like, you know, just because every album will not be legendary, that means the bands should not try their best. No, they should, I think, try to give their best because, you know, that's what we want. The best output, the best music they can compose. But so this song is solid. I would listen to it again, definitely. For now, I wouldn't say this is playlist. Not because it's bad again, but because it doesn't have anything which stands out so much for me. But the vocals are really nice. So I will check the rest of the album and who knows, maybe I'll do a reaction of some other song. So if you have any favorite song from Power Train album, from the Power Train album by Majestica, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'll try to react to it. So thank you very much for staying tuned. I hope you like this reaction. Again, if you like the videos, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe button as well. Leave your comments. Would really appreciate that. And stay metal. Thank you.